here. Yes, stream. What do you mean failed to start? Okay, I'm just trying to get the YouTube stream to actually start going. Yes, stream. Event is starting. Is it going? I thought everything was working right. Now I'm not so sure. Let us try stuff here. So we'll be getting into things here in just a moment. As soon as I finish, or as soon as I get the oh, there I think we're going. Okay, so make sure I can see things. Go to live. Perfect. Okay, so we are rolling here. Right. So if you watched last night's episode, you would see that I've been doing a whole bunch of work with the bees. I actually just got a batch of bees. I'm working towards getting unwearies to get industrious bees going. And right now I'm working on preparing another set of oily bees, because the current set is almost guaranteed not going to supply enough oily combs for what we need. I do have the oily bees actually going. The first one is actually doing quite well now. See, it's actually stacked up a whole pile of drones. This chest actually had 2 stacks of the ancient combs earlier and stacks of different types of drones. They're all similar. All of these drones are very similar, so not too worried about those. I'm actually starting to just dump those into the bee killer into DNA spot. I have gotten a few oily combs that we'll go take a look at the factory steam fuel production plant here in a minute. I added a bunch more chests for serum vials because it was getting a little bit crowded here, and this will help to organize them a little bit. Let's see, how's this one doing? This one's full, so we need to stick it in the purifier to make it good DNA. And I think our battery is just about empty, or is empty right now, so we'll have to go and do something about that here in a moment. And is it working now, Jaden? It took a while for YouTube to actually catch up and get things started for me, so and there's actually, I think, a fair bit of delay on the YouTube stream right now. Oh, Minecraft. I forgot to change stream titles on Twitch. Kryptic Thursday. Update. There. Now we're playing the right game on Twitch. So yeah, we've got this drone is being turned into an oily drone, and then I need to adjust his these bees' humidity tolerances. And let's go take a look at the steam production over at the factory. I haven't actually turned on the steam quite yet. So let's go this way and check out what we've got. Down we go. Okay, so got that nice big tall tower of tanks. It really isn't very full yet. The oily combs are not being produced nearly fast enough to keep the system busy at this point. I think I have it all worked out where it will work now. I did have a couple of issues with it before, but I think I've got it sorted out now. We just need more oily combs to go through here so I can really make sure that everything is actually working. Right now we got roughly 6 buckets of fuel in the tank, and that's probably enough to get the steam boiler up to around 70 or 80 degrees Celsius maybe. Once it heats up and actually gets to full temperature, then it will run on a little bit less fuel, but we definitely have to have our fuel production going where it will sustain it first. So I'm not too worried about actually starting it up until we have some fuel, the fuel production going better. I guess once that tank is closer to halfway full and we're getting combs regularly, then we'll worry about it more. So now the plan here, as far as that goes, is I'm working on making some more bees. You can see right now we're out of energy over here. We also need to make a trip out to the lava collector and reset that. At the very least, until we get the oily bees going strong, we are definitely going to need to keep the lava going. And oh, that's up one. Perfect. Guess I might as well start working on these up one as well. And let's go check on our other bees here. Got some unweary cultivateds, cultivated unwearies, and cultivated diligent princess. I wonder if I were to breed this cultivated diligent princess with the unweary cultivated, if I would get lucky and get an unweary princess. That would be helpful. That would be very helpful. So we got another one, unweary cultivated, and a cultivated unweary. Well, what's the worst that can happen? We'll stick them in here. Cultivated, and let's do this one. Good, he's up one. Perfect. I'm trying to get industrious bees because we need pollen to start making aloe-berries. And we need to get the those industrious bees up and running and start collecting from them. Of course, the power is low, so it takes forever to convert these guys, especially when I also have the purifier running. This purifier and the synthesizer both use power like it's going out of style. They use crazy amounts of power. But the end result, once you get all of these machines working, is you can take a marbled drone and turn it into an oily drone. Perfect for all of your oil production needs. You're done. Let's get you going. Oh, we also need to make more cells. Oh, no, we already got cells. Anyway, I'm not planning on doing bees all night, of course, just, well, probably not anyway. The stuff that I'm trying to get working more for upcoming episodes, and time being limited is a fairly good time to actually get things done. So, some other stuff that we need to work on coming up here. Chow down some stuff. I do need to get working on Thaumcraft, because we are going to want Thaumcraft bees at some point, and I think there's actually Generic mentioned a Thaumcraft bee that has a fastest productivity, which could be very useful for our various bees, like our oil and stuff. There's also tons of other bees that we're looking to get. This APRS database is quite handy. In Creative, there's also a variation of this that has all of the... that you can look up any of the bees and what their mutations to get them are, and different things like that, which is super, super handy. Something else that I'm looking to do with the bees. I've got to actually wrote out all of the various bees that I'm most interested in working on right now. And let us see here. I wonder if we can get... Do we have diligent princesses hanging around somewhere? Let's take a look. These are all the extra oily bees. Valiants. Which color was the diligent? That purple color. I don't think we have any extras of those right now. I was gonna see about making a wooden bee. Wait, oh, there's a princess. And there it goes again. That was interesting timing. So yeah, this, you see it works pretty well. I think there's currently four variations of the drones that are being produced. So there's the ones that match this stack, then there's 3 other variations that are coming off of the queens right now. So even with 100 some odd generations, there's still some variation to the outputs. Okay, so there's one oily drone. Up 3. Wow. Let's get this guy going. This is recharging. Let's see, what else do I need to put on these? I did get Nocturnal Serum. And it's a private server, so Eli, it's not one that you can join right now. Let's see. We now have another pair of drones here, so let's go ahead and find our other pipes that we need, which I think we just need some cobblestone pipes and an iron pipe for what we need to do right now. And I have so much junk running around right now. Iron and cobblestone pipes. There we go. Oh, and a wooden pipe. And we've got a gate. We're going to set this bee up and... Oh, I already put the wooden pipes on there. Ha! Okay, so put that on there. Going to take our cobblestone pipes. Bring that up. Apiarist pipe goes here. And out. And there we go. Give this a whack or 2. And now we're set. So now this apiary will work with the existing sorting that we have over there. Let's put our oily princess and oily drone in. I'm just going to get these guys started, and I'll go take a nap so we can get these guys working. Once the I'll do some more modifications to those bees just to bump their productivity in a little while. But for now, at least we have them working. I guess what I could have done is just pick up one of these drones that already does what I want and use that to start this queen, but oh well, it's going now. And hopefully we'll start producing some combs. I don't have this turned on yet because I still want to tune the bees a little bit, although I guess I could just go ahead and turn it on anyway. Just say items in inventory, turn on the pulsar, and that will take, anytime something's produced, it will take it out and let it go. I guess I could grab some proven frames and stick them in that apiary as well. Let's do that. That seems like a good idea. And of course, like everyone knows, you put the frames outside just so they keep better. And there. That'll help these guys produce a little bit more. These ones do have the fast productivity, which is helpful. And we'll need that for these for this bee as well. But I don't have the power to do the inoculations right now, because all of the power is being absorbed by the purifier. This is going to be a very handy serum right here for making our bees survive in various climates. Right, so let's get on to some other things, I think. Let's just go ahead and stick our unwearies and cultivateds in here. I guess we'll take a look and see what happened with our bees that we put in over here. They're still going. Actually still have quite a bit of time left. And make sure I don't have any bees left in the... Okay, good. So let's take a look at some Steve's Carts thing. We're a little on the low side on both wheat and seeds, as well as trees. So what I'm thinking is this would be a good time to see about making us a cart assembler and set up some Steve's Cart stuff. I think I have everything over here already, oddly enough. Just from all the stuff I've been... all the various resources I've grabbed from the factory for bees. And watch me do this wrong. Like so? No. Of course not. What? Simple oh, redstone. Ha! I'm good at this game. Really. There. Let's try this again. And watch me put it in the wrong spot still. There we go. A couple of circuit boards. We need some stone and some iron. Do we have smooth stone? It's one thing I don't know that we have. And no. Let's see if we can find us some coal. That'll do. Ah, look, there's plenty in there already. Let's get some cooking going here. Okay, while that's cooking, let's take a look here. That's looking good. Cool. And we need 3 of these to make the assembler. Blueprint carts? That looks interesting. Steve's Carts added a whole bunch of new things that I haven't looked at yet. What was it that... Oh, I needed 4. Why did I only get 3 when I needed 4? We'll get there eventually. We need 2 of these, 3 of those. There we go, cart assembler. Now this, I know requires power. We're actually going to take this over to the factory because it makes more sense there than it does in the bee lab. Oops, I want to look at this one. Yep, completely empty. So let's go back over to our factory and see what we can do. Now there's the Steve's Carts actually has a whole bunch of really cool things in it. I'm going to go down here. I heard that slime. Don't know where it is, but I heard it. How are we doing? Any more? No. Anything stuck? No. Okay, just a quick check there. We are going to go on the second floor, I think. Actually, no. I know where we're going to put this. We are going to put this over here next to the lasers. There we go. Now, that should be connected to... No, it's not connected to power. Again, this not... Is there a way of connecting this to BuildCraft power? Because I don't want to use... Look at all these things. Production line, deployment of finished carts, disassemble and modify, redstone controlled assembling, quick demolisher, a lapotron. Oh, this is all other things. So apparently we can't power this with BuildCraft power. That's a shame. Right, so here's all of the various bits and pieces that we can get. We need a hull to start with. You got 4 choices of hulls here. You can do a wooden hull, which you can't really put much of anything on. The standard hull lets you put all sorts of things on it. And there's a reinforced hull, which is the biggest one. You can put tons of things on this reinforced hull. And there's a mechanical pig, which takes some pork chops and some wheels. So reinforced metal. So each of these different carts takes different materials to make it. Like the standard cart is actually really easy to make. And just depending on what particular stuff that you're looking to put on your cart is more how you choose what hull you're going to need. And if you're going to use your cart for combat or something, then you're going to use stronger materials than you'd use the reinforced if you're going to do something like that. Which the other bit of a pain to make. So you need these hardened mesh, which takes these refined hardeners, which takes obsidian and diamonds, so we're not going to do anything with that. What we need for our purposes right now, it's still going to take us 5 diamonds for that. Or we can make the farmer and get our cart going farming. That could be fun. Let's do this. Let's create a farming cart. So we're going to need a farmer. We should be able to do all of this on the standard hull without any problem. So we're going to need some wheels. Let's get... Let's actually, since we can't power this on BuildCraft power anyway, let's just go ahead and move this over here where it's more convenient. Put those in. No, like so. Get us a couple wheels. And we now have a standard hull. So now if we put this here, you can see what we have. If we were to just click assemble right now, it would do pretty much nothing. Now what we need to do next is go get some... Let's check our chest here. Nope, nothing new. What we need to do now is get some diamonds. And we're actually going to need to get the... sorry, a little obsessive about checking that right now. We do need to get our turtles going again. Been having an issue with lag on the server, primarily from or seems to be primarily from running out of memory. And not sure what is causing it to happen. Let's see, farmer. Iron, gold, those are easy to make. We could probably use a hydrator. 3, 4, 16. Small water containers. We've got the glass to do those. Fertilizer, we need to go get some leather. That's probably the only things that we really are particularly interested in. Let's go... Actually, I bet we... Well, actually, I bet we don't have any leather around. Let's take a quick look, though. Maybe we have some. I am thinking we don't, though. Look at all these boats. All the boats in the world. Okay, let's check here. Nope. Let us go slay a couple of cows really quick. And hopefully there's enough of them. Oh, no, there are only 3 cows. We cannot slay cows when there are only 3 of them, and we don't have any wheat. This is a problem. This is a bit of a problem. Where are the bees that make leather when you need them? That would be handy. Oh, look, leather. Just what we needed. Okay, so we can make the glass bottles, we can get that stuff. What's the difference in making these? Oh, it takes the small ones. Okay, we should be good here. We still need the bone meal. Let's grab that really quick. Bones. Has anybody seen some bones? Bones, bones, bones. Who's got the bones? Hey, look, some glass bottles. That way we don't have to make them. No bones in there. Did I put bones in a... Oh, I did. Ha! Perfect. And that still doesn't look like it's done anything different. I do need to get this jetpack stuffed into a machine for making it full again. And as luck happens to be with us there's a full jetpack inside, just waiting for us. Okay, so let's take and look at the fertilizer first. First we need to go get some gold. There we go. Did anything else need... That didn't... We need 3 circuit boards. Might as well make them all now. Okay, there we go. Get our fertilizer going here. There we go, and 2 there. Let's stick this in the attachments section. We also need to make some storage, otherwise this cart will not be very useful. So we'll look at that next. I'd also like to get into the train craft side of things here as well, but that's actually pretty complicated to work with, because there's no recipes for any of the Traincraft items. Farmer. Which is a little bit of a pain. It'd be nice if they'd at least... If there's at least recipes in NEI for the basic machines, the very basic ones, it would be very helpful. Make it much more useful. Small water containers. We need some glass panes. And I think we needed 2 of these. Yes. So there's 2 of those. Let me guess, we actually need 2 buckets each. Yep. So there's 1. Let's make 2 more buckets. Get some more glass in here. There we go. Then we're going to take this and turn it into a hydrator. Perfect. Put that on, and now we have our cart starting to take shape here. We're up to 62 total cost, and it doesn't show what the complexity is, but I think that's... let's see. Let's hover over some of these. I think it's the cost of an individual module can't go higher than that. So let's see here. We want a solar engine for this. So we need 2 more small boards and some more stuff. And that's the wrong one. I think it goes there. Okay, and that. Except for the iron needed to go all the way. There we go. And we need some solar panels, which is iron, glowstone, and redstone. Do I have any glowstone? That is going to be the problem, probably. Let's do that there. We have a small bit of glowstone, but I don't think that's enough. Because we need 2 glowstone for each solar panel, and we needed 4 solar panels. So yeah, 6 glowstone is not going to do it. I don't know if there's more glowstone down in the basement or not. We will check that in a moment if we don't have any up here. Otherwise, this project may be getting cut short. Not there. Grab some food. Do I have that? We have a little bit of glowstone left. Let's take some more of this upstairs. What else do I need for this solar engine? Some iron and some pistons. That'll do for that. Let's see, which of these... I think this one stores the most, which just takes a bunch of these chest panes, some logs around some stuff. I think a lot of this is just made to be frustrating to build and slow to build, because these are a little overly detailed. I like having a ton of options for the carts, but it's not really necessary to make it so complicated to build each little bit and piece. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. Now, solar engine, we needed pistons. I should have looked for pistons while we were down there. I don't know if we have any around, but I should have looked. Let's see. Pistons. Do I have that plan over there? Of course not. Okay, let's see. Transposer, steam engine. Filter, engine, piston. Or I can make it with bronze instead of iron. That should be okay. Some of that, and cobble. As I have way too many things in my inventory again. Of course, I don't have any cobble around here at all. Ah, there we go. Let's put these plans back here. Cobble. There's a piston. Okay, so we take... How many pistons did I need? Wow, those are... It needs 2 of them for that engine. It's just crazy. This must be the bigger one. I needed 2 pistons. Okay, piston plan. Do that. 2 pistons. 4 solar panels, circuit board, some iron. There's our engine. Now we're up to 16 minutes to build this guy. Oops, how much wood is in here? Got a little bit of planks. We need a couple of logs. Down to get some logs we go. Anything we need is not going to be where we need it. This still hasn't done anything. Ah, but the oily propolis is still getting jammed up. It's getting jammed up behind the honey. Hang on one moment. Okay, we are going to get some wood. And you can see we have 1 stack of wood left down here. So we really need to get some wood production going. And that will be coming soon, I think. We're going to build this farm cart, and then we're going to build a tree harvesting cart. Maybe not tonight. We'll see on that part. Let's see. Hannibal is sending me Skype messages right now. Okay, so let's take a look at chest, because we're going to just do this top chest. We need... Top chest, we need 6 huge chest panes. So we'll start with those. And that's all we can make out of one batch. Let's get this out of the way. We're going to need 2 batches of that. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's our huge, the huge panes. We need 2 more smaller ones. So we need a small one here and here. We need a lock there. And there we go. Okay, let's stick that in there. Oh, solar engine and top chest will clash, so we can't use that chest. Okay, what can we use? I guess we can use internal storage. So we could use this one. The side chests will probably collide with the hydrator. So I guess the front chest will collide with the other. Where's the internal? This one. This one is tiny, but I think it's our only option as we have this thing configured right now. Okay, let's put it there. Doesn't say how much this one stores. And apparently the YouTube stream might be having problems. I'm not sure. Unknown errors. That's not helpful, YouTube. I don't know what its problem is. I'm going to have to do some more trials with the YouTube stream. Regardless, we'll just continue on and ignore it for the time being. Maybe it will fix itself. Hopefully it will fix itself, because there's really nothing I can do to fix it. Okay, so we've got some internal storage, we've got a hydrator, fertilizer, the farmer, and a solar engine. We should be all we actually need. Give it some fuel. Hit assemble. And this is going to take a while. We probably need to get some more fuel. So let's grab some of this coal coke. And go... chunk. Nope, you won't let me use that. Dang thing. Figures. You should let me use charcoal, though. There we go. So, we got 20 minutes before that cart is going to be complete. We can start working on the next cart, though, I guess. Which is going to be very similar in setup. We're going to need one of these. We need to get one more diamond, because that's how many it takes to make the tree farms. And then we're also going to need to get... actually, I should have a bunch of track in the Trackman backpack, so I'll see about getting that out. Am I really... Apparently I only have 4 diamonds left over here. I might have to go hunt down some of the other diamonds that I've got strewn about the place. That is a bit of a problem. And... well, since we need 5 diamonds to make the stuff, I guess we'll go find some diamonds. Off we go. And we'll take a look at our bees while we're at it, see how they are doing. Oops, past the exit here. How's this doing? That's back up to 200,000. That's good. It is nighttime. Let's sleep so we can make sure that our second set of bees will work when we change them. And I'll probably go ahead and swap the drones that are being used for one of the drones from this first farm. Let's do that. Look at these. I need to put some things away. Put you and these guys away. That'll be enough for the moment. Where'd they go? Oh! Well, what happened? Nothing to yellow, only those to green, nothing to white, everything else should go over here. Did I even have that on? Yeah, that's on. We forgot to set this to any bees any items, or no, actually bees, let's take a look at this one. Bees anything. I think that the apiarist pipe ate that bee. That is not a good thing, because now we have to remake a princess. And this is how not to breed your bees. Oh well, it happens. Right, so that's gonna make that into an oily bee now. While we're here, let's check on these guys. Unwary drone, a bunch cultivated. Darn it. Okay, those are... I'll probably have to actually make another bee for what I need. Okay, so that's all we need from here. Let's take this way back. Oh! I keep forgetting to add this to one of the episodes, so I'll show it off now. Because I think this is actually going to be what we end up using. Whip was inspired with a nice idea for a logo. So there is our likely KryptoCraft logo, and it probably won't be framed in all usages, but the 2Ks back to back are probably what we're going to be using for a logo. Ta-da! And let's see if I can get a nice shot here. There we go. So, yeah, I really like that. I think that's going to look very cool. And will be quite useful, or make a very good logo and very easy to build. No wintry drones. What do we got here? Some seeds. What's in the apiaries? I should move these apiaries over to the other area. Our tree farm that's not really in use because it requires the hummus to work over here. Don't really have much wood. Got a little bit of wood in here, but not much. Okay, what was I doing? I was going to make a lumberjack cart. That's what I was doing. Because we are currently waiting on our farmer cart to finish. So that's at 30% done. Let me guess, it's not actually progressing because it's out of fuel. Lovely. That thing is really hungry for fuel. Let's see, coal. 25 stacks. Give me 2 of those. How am I doing for food? I need to... I need food for myself. We are... Actually, you know what? I have... What I should do is dig up some stuff to make pumpkin pie. I've got tons of pumpkins. There we go. That's working beautifully. Okay, let's see. For the... We need... We need this wood cutter, which takes an advanced board. Let me guess. Well, we got plenty of iron in here. Like so. What we don't have enough of is redstone. Two of those. Oops, not refined iron. Just the regular stuff will do. Like that. We have saplings of sufficient quantity here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bonk, bonk. Wood cutting core. And then these are 2 iron and a diamond. So we'll just make these over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll just spread these out like so. Gives us a wood cutting tool. Now, for this one, we don't really need the solar engine because it gets much. It really doesn't get much benefit from the solar engine. Well, actually, I guess we can actually put things in here already. We do need an engine though. So our choices here, we have a creative engine. I don't think we can make that. Coal engine, a tiny coal engine. I think... I suspect that this tiny coal engine is probably all we really need. I don't know what the difference between these 2 coal engines is. And we might also have to make one of these and set it up for playing around with, because I saw that on Vintage Beef's video and it looks like a load of fun to actually be able to control the carts. So here we need a furnace and a piston. We've got our piston plan here. We need to put cobble in somewhere. Grab a piston. We need cobble again. Where did it go? There it is. Make us a furnace. Like so, I think it was. Yes. Our tiny coal engine. We'll stick him there. Assembler is 49% done with this particular one. And let's look at our attachments and see if there's anything that we want to put on this. Oh, anything we want to put on this cart. Anything we actually need. Let's see. I don't think there is. Because none of those are going to be useful for the trees. Let's see here. Scanners. I think the chest that I've got is going to be sufficient. Because if the chest gets full, then the cart just keeps going. It won't just sit there. And once we set this up with unloaders and different things like that, we'll basically just set these up with unloaders that dump into the sorting system. And we'll set up barrels for the stuff that we're getting. And we might also, since we're constantly under power issues, we might do something similar to what I did with Technomancer on tonight's episode with the biomass on the farm, or on the off of the tree farm. I don't think there's anything else we really need. So as soon as that's done, while we're waiting for that, let's take a look at some of these other enhancements that we can do. If we can find them. There they are. So we can do batteries. Huh. Makes it fast, but cost a ton. Generic engine. Enabled standard fuel sources. Plank upgrade. Wow, this is a bit of a pain. I don't think we're going to be doing much upgrades to this. I don't expect to be making a whole lot of carts anyway from Steve's carts, so not really necessary. Wow, that's a... what can that be used in? Used in some upgrades and making this stuff. This lump of Galgador is used to make big lumps. Make Galgadorian metal. Enhanced metal. Which makes a enhanced drill. That seems like an awful lot of effort to get to some of these things. I don't know that I would ever... I suppose if you were doing nothing but Steve's carts, then that might make sense, but I don't know that I'd really have a reason to go that far with this. Let's see. Let's find... There's the track backpack. What do we have in here? We've got a fairly good amount of regular track. I also got some suggestions on the steam locomotive. Apparently I got a whistle pitch on this guy now too. I don't remember actually setting that. But there are some... let's look at track. There's these limiter tracks, and you can set a speed that you want the locomotive to be going after it crosses this track. So that's we're going to set those up on the track in the end at some point. Not too hard to make, just take some repeaters, some regular rail, and a bit of rail bed. There's also some whistle track, which is supposed to make the train whistle. I was trying to get that working creative, and I did not get it to actually work for me. I got it powered and everything else, it just didn't seem to do anything. And I don't know what the locomotive track does. I didn't really have a description on the wiki at this point. So let's see, is this done yet? 5 minutes. Oh, it's killing me here. Right, so, let's see, what else are we working on? So I guess what I need to do is come up with a way... This is slowly making progress. See, that honey is just blocking those oily propolises from getting through. I'm going to need to add something to pull the stuff out of both of these. See, it does get... When it gets oil, it actually is able to process it pretty fast, at least right now, if there's other power demands that are keeping the engines turned on. Once this is up and running, it will keep the steam engines on all the time. Just because the boiler doesn't really turn on and off, so they might as well go all the time. And that will keep power in all of these conduits all the time too, so let's drop down here so we can see this better. Looks like we have just a shade under 8 buckets of fuel now. So good progress there. Once we get the second set of oily bees up and running, that will help matters quite a bit. And let us continue our quest here. Let's see what we're doing. Whip just gave sad news over Skype, and I won't share that just because that's his news to share if he chooses, but yeah, so keep flipping your thoughts and watch his videos and in any case, we are almost ready with this cart. I guess what we really should be doing while we wait for this cart to finish is to open this and get a place set up for it. And I think what we're going to do, for the time being anyway... Did I say that you could interrupt me? Go away. You are dead. Stay that way. I guess it's a problem he didn't stay dead before. Okay, so let's set this up. No. You are not allowed to interrupt things. Okay, so we're going to set up a... We shouldn't need a really large wheat farm. The carts... I didn't want that. The carts actually do really well for... the Steve's carts do really well on farming and everything, so... We don't really need a huge farm here. just wind this around a little bit, just so it's interesting in some way. And yeah, that'll do. And now all I need to do is set up some of the refueling stations. It might not have... We might not keep it loaded with fertilizer. It will work without it. Especially since it's a solar cart, it will just do its own thing. But we do need to keep it loaded with water. So we're going to need to make a couple of accessories for it. Whoa! What is he doing in the middle of the factory? You, come over here. No, get over here. You. Stupid things. I hate creepers. Okay, so we should actually have a cart now. Here we go, one modular cart. Let's get rid of a couple of things here. I know what I can do. I can go over here. Not that one, this one. Toss some netherrack in there. Toss that. Toss the arrows. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, let's grab this cart. This should be all we need to have a working... oh, actually no, there is one other thing, I think. Forester module or something like that. I think, anyway. I think there might be one more module that we need to make it plant. Or is there? There, no, actually, come to think of it, there isn't. Never mind. Assemble away. 10 minutes to go. Let's go set this cart, and then we can take a look at what else we need for it. It's daytime, so I can't sleep to get rid of the rain. Check that out. So what we are going to need here is we're going to give him seeds. He gets a little bit of fertilizer just because I happen to have some. And what we're going to need is we're going to need an item loader or item unloader and a liquid loader, and then we'll need. Let's see, do I have the right tracks? No. We're going to need a holding track. I might have some somewhere. And we'll have the item unloader under one of these blocks. And we'll have a liquid loader above. Probably something like a... I don't know, maybe a rain collector or something above it to collect water to fill this guy. But he should actually start moving as soon as the rain stops. Let us... So, let's see, we need a... We're also going to need a couple more ender chests to hook up to the system, but I'll make those later. I don't think we have all the materials to make them at the moment. So we need a liquid loader. So we need a dispenser and a tank detector. Do we have bricks? We do. And do we have smooth stone around? Of course not. See, before we needed stone, now we need smooth stone. It's never... we never have what we need where we need it, because that would be too easy. Let's sort this. How's this cart doing? 30%. There we go. Now I can put the last of that coal in. I need food. Do we have food of any kind? There's some potatoes. That'll work. Okay. Right, so I know where there's some stone. It just involves running back and forth. I think that's what this game is made for, is running back and forth. I suppose the simpler solution would be to just have everything in one place, but can't be having that. And hello, Fwip. One moment. See if he wants to join the call-in and join us. Off we go. Okay, we've got our stone. Let's make a pressure plate. Surround it with bricks to get a tank detector. And now we need a dispenser, which requires a bow. Which of course requires string. Let us go. Hello, Fwip.
Hello, how goes it?
It is going well. I am making Steve's carts right now.
Oh, nice. Anything in particular?
Well, I just made a farming cart, and I'm making a tree cart at the moment.
Ooh, that is so cool. I have not seen that. I actually have a spare mining cart that I made. I could trade you.
Trade
if you have
for the tree cart?
Or the farming cart. Or maybe I can just bring you what I brought, and you can show me what you have, because I have no idea how to make either of those, but I've heard that like the tree cart is one of the best ways to have a farm.
It's a little ridiculous, honestly.
Ridiculous how? Inefficiency?
Well, let's just say that if you leave it running for a little while, you'll have more trees than you could possibly ever want.
Huh.
Like on
Interesting.
on my Technomancer world, I've got so many trees, it's ridiculous.
Doesn't it also cut down the trees, or not?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. It grows them,
Okay.
and then it cuts it down and plants new sapling, and the sapling grows, it cuts that down again, and when you have a track that runs in a bit of a loop around, not a huge area, but, any area whatsoever, then the number of trees that you get is pretty crazy. I don't suppose you happen to have a couple of bows or some extra dispensers or string or something, do you?
Oh, I've got a lot of string.
Oh, that'll work.
Yes, I shall go back and grab that. Not a problem. I have a whole bunch left over from my very first golem farm.
Ah, very
Flax,
nice.
you see.
Very nice.
Flax is the best way to get string. I don't even know why Hennequin is still in the game, though. It's like...
It's well, it's kind
just
of
a bad...
long route there. I don't know which mod does it. I don't know which mod does that stuff.
I believe since flax seeds are also used in paint, that comes from red power. So I think KryptoCraft adds Hennequin and also probably the corn.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, let's see. Where did I put all that string? Yeah, what I've been doing lately on my base is adding more golems because I'm a big fan of golems.
Nice.
I haven't exactly had a lot of reason to have a bunch of golems, so I've mostly been making the golems and then trying to think of something for them to do.
Well, I guess that works. Hey, look, I've got cobblestone in there. I've got iron in there.
I've got one stone golem in my main room, and all he does is hold a clock.
That seems a little pointless.
Well, it's funny, because the clock item is kind of unique in Minecraft. You don't even need to craft it. If you put the 4 gold and a redstone, the clock will tell you what time it is in the crafting bench, and you can just hang on to the resources if you want.
I don't know if I've ever actually made a clock in Minecraft.
No? That's surprising. I mean, it is kind of pointless. Just look outside, but...
I don't think I have. I might have, but I don't remember making one.
How many dispensers do you need?
Well, see, what I'm doing is I'm making item loaders and unloaders and things.
Oh, aren't those for trains?
Well, they are, but they also work for, say, Steve carts.
Really?
Yes.
That is so cool. I did not know they were cross-compatible.
I did not want a chest. I wanted to make...
Alright, I will definitely bring some dispensers over. I found out also that the golems, like the straw golem, understands Zyclorium soil. I was testing out some of those new KryptoCraft things.
Yeah, I saw them, and I figured out the soil, but I haven't really figured out what the fire and ice are for.
Oh, well, the fire basin is just more expensive netherrack until another function is added.
Ah, I see.
But it does look cool, right? It's got, like, fire labels on it.
It's definitely interesting looking.
And the ice generates ice from even flowing water.
Interesting. Does it need power or anything, or just run water over it?
Just like how the Zyclorium water block, if you attach that to the side of a valve, it will just make infinite water inside your tank.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, that's what that one does.
See, I'd seen those items, but I hadn't done anything really with them. I played with the factory or fabricator one in creative, but I hadn't really figured out exactly what its purpose was.
I've got a couple of the multi-tanks going on in my base right now, and I've compared them. While the multi-tank, you can technically build it out of any block, basically. But you do need a couple valves and probably some glass viewers. Let's see. I've got one here that's the same size as another iron tank. This one holds 64,000, while the iron tank of the same size contains 864,000. So...
that seems rather tiny.
Yes. The multi-tanks, while significantly cheaper than the iron tanks, hold about 40 times less liquid. So, that's good, though. That doesn't mean one of them is necessarily better than the other. Plus, the KryptoCraft multi-tanks, because you can make them out of, like, any material, you could technically have a tank made entirely out of glass, I think. You could definitely make it very customizable in appearance-wise, whereas iron tanks are always only iron.
Well, yeah, and they're not exactly the prettiest unless you do a little bit of creativity in their placement. Like, did you see you've seen the DNA tank in the B lab, right?
Oh yeah, the double B thing. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing with that? In
No,
fact,
my BNA tank in my B
oh,
lab.
oh, I thought you meant generic B's B thing. Okay.
Well, I like his thing too. He's got one of generic is doing one for DNA and one for honey. I think I think the second one's honey.
I've got a lot. I've got a lot of those right now. How many tanks do I have? I've got one for molten black dye, one for molten green dye, because apparently the recipe's changed. You can't just squeeze out dye drops now. You need to cook them in a magma crucible, but I can't find a use for them anymore.
Huh.
Like, what do you use molten dye for? I don't think there's...
I thought a lot of the recipes still used it, or in capsules or something, but...
Ooh!
Anyway.
Okay, you've kind of got a big open-air thing going on. This is your bee lab, huh?
Well, this is the oily bee production line that I'm working on.
You've hit them, have you?
I have one set of oily bees going. I had another set. I actually had just finished cloning up the second set, and I forgot to set the apiary pipe properly. So when they actually bred, or when they queen died and they bred, the bees just vanished. They probably popped out on the ground, but I wasn't in the area, so I didn't see it.
This is slightly more compact than what I've got going on at my place.
Well, this is just the oily production line. This is actual production line, not...
Well, I mean, I've got production lines, but they make stuff like apple juice and black ink. And a lot of royal jelly now that I have enough... I've actually got enough blocks to make the alveary.
Yeah, I haven't been able to get my... I haven't gotten the Industrious yet. I've got my Imperials. I've got so much royal jelly right now, I haven't even been keeping my Imperials going.
I've got like 3 Industrious princesses just sitting by in one of my chests because I don't need them.
Well, if you were inclined to loan one of those, I don't know if you've looked at my serum samples here.
Oh yes, I do have an Industrious serum as well.
Oh,
actually,
we can clone that. We can clone that easy enough.
I'm kind of interested. How did you get to oily bees? Like, I have never explored that strain ever, and they look very enticing.
Well, they're not as enticing as they used to be, though.
No?
The oily combs are very, very slow on the oily bees. If I upgrade them to refined bees, then they're a little bit better. But
how do you need to... What do you need to refine them?
Well, first of all, I need to get the Industrious bees going.
Okay.
And then I breed the Industrious with oily to make a distilled bee.
Oh, okay. I've got a lot of Industrious bees sitting around. How about I bring those over, and, like, maybe I could possibly find out how to get some oily or refined bees of my own, too?
Here, I know what we'll do. Let me find a spot in my inventory really quick.
I also have that cart to show you. Yay, carts!
Let's take
and I have
one of these.
3 dispensers and a bunch of string.
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a moment. Let's find... Oh, I know where the oily is. It's over here.
I've never made a replicator.
Oily is here. I have way too many things in my inventory. This must be...
You're kind of lucky. I've lost all my blaze rods. I'm the kind of guy that likes to have his inventory saved separately in ender chests, so right now my inventory is like empty because I don't have any more ender pouches.
Okay, that goes there, that goes there. And replicate. If this works, then you'll have an oily species serum.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Do you have nocturnal?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
and it's purified, and it's got 14 charges left.
I've just finished purifying and loading mine, so it's actually full, but
Wonderful.
I haven't used it for anything yet.
I will definitely... Okay. We can definitely, like, trade serums. I like this. Your bee lab is significantly more...
There you go. Over
specific. Here. Oh, okay. Oh, it's delicious.
It's empty, but you can load it up with BNA easy enough. The nice thing is with these serums As long as you keep them, as long as you load them up or as long as you purify them when you load them up, then you don't have to worry about your bees getting corrupted or anything.
Unless that's what you want.
Yeah, if your name is Whip and you delight in torturing your bees in such ways.
So, well, I do have a meteor effect serum.
Oh, that's another one. Do you have a beatific serum?
Yes, actually. But doesn't that just create more flowers, or does that
no,
cause
actually,
regeneration?
Yeah, it's the effect that you get from the royal jelly producers.
Ah, yes, the Imperials.
Yes,
definitely.
Imperials, that one.
So,
yeah,
here's some dispensers for
fun one.
just so that I don't forget. Some string.
Yeah, about that string. Let's see here. I need to move this here.
I'll hang on to that. Right.
One moment. Let me put honey in here. Oh, actually, since I'm here, I can get rid of some of the inventory items that I'm wandering around with, like all these pipes and there.
Oily species here. Oh, this is good.
Got some room.
Okay, I can definitely give you like some of the serums that I have that I don't need. I've got Valiant species. I've got Steadfast species. I've got.
Here's another interesting serum for you. If you look in the top center copper chest over here.
Okay.
In the top right corner, you'll find a couple of interesting ones.
Maximum fertility, okay.
Yeah, that's a very handy one. When you're trying to breed bees for a specific result.
Interesting.
Because that gives you 4 drones every time they breed.
Mm.
So 4 drones means more chance of getting what you're looking for.
Right.
And
for mutations?
Well, yeah, it just gives 4 offspring. So if they're mutating, then you get 4 different options.
If only there was a way to change biomes.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a way around that.
That's the one problem I'm running into. I think the only way to get the rural bee is if you're in a plains.
Yes.
I know that I had to go to a forest to get the heroic species serum, for example.
I don't know if there's a way around that either, and if you can get them to breed elsewhere.
Yeah, no, it definitely took a forest, but I did it. I've got the species and the effect serums.
Yeah, I know it takes that to. I know it takes it to breed them initially. I don't know. Wow, my voice is going away here. I don't know if it's possible to get them to function elsewhere once they've been bred.
I'm gonna go back and grab some serums for you then. Or maybe a princess or two. Because I really appreciate this.
Oh, oh, you're already running away.
Oh, sorry. I'll hang around then.
I was gonna grab that string from you.
Okay, great.
Unless I happen to have some in one of these chests.
I really need to figure out what they came from. Noble
Which
plus
ones?
something? Oily.
Oh, the oilies are ancient plus noble makes primeval, and it's primeval plus modest to make the oily.
Oh, primeval and modest. Okay, that's where I didn't go because my modest ones started getting really angry at the temperature, and I kind of stopped acclimatizing them because I figured it just wasn't going to go anywhere.
Yeah, it's a pain to keep them in the right spot initially. Once you...
That's
what
good.
I've been doing is if you acclimatize a pair of them and make sure that both their active and passive traits are there, they tend to stick better.
Have you ever encountered it where the bee's name gets a negative?
No.
No. Maybe that was just because I was using awful serum. I'm not sure though. Ever since I did that, and that causes the bees to just die after, and not leave offspring kind of thing.
Yeah, that's...
I got a bit hesitant.
Probably why you had issues there. Okay, so we want this.
Probably a corner case. Alright.
Give me that. There we go. I need to recharge my oily serum here before long, too.
I am definitely going to have to try that again. Primeval plus modest. Okay, I can do that.
So I don't know if you've played
I
around
wanna
in
get-
creative at all. There
No,
is
I
a there's an item called Flora in a Box that you can get in creative mode, and only in creative mode.
Don't say.
And it is your savior when it comes to figuring out bee things.
Interesting.
Basically, it works like the APRS database, except for that it has everything filled in. So you can explore all the different lines and what makes different things, and save a ton of time trying to figure out how to get that specific mutation to work.
Right.
It doesn't tell you about required biomes for breeding them. So the stuff like the rural bees, it doesn't tell you that it requires a specific biome.
Yes,
And,
it doesn't say that. Such a pain.
It does show the mutation chance. Like, let's say we look at...
5%, yeah.
If we
Oof,
look
that
at
is
nobles,
so
it
low.
says current chance 10%. But some items it will show a 0% mutation chance, which I think is the only way that you can really tell that you're in the wrong biome.
So, do you have any industrious bees whatsoever?
No, I have not gotten them bred yet.
Okay. I will
I
bring
haven't-
you an industrious princess and the species serum.
Okay, you can just bring the serum if you just want to bring the serum. I've got princesses that I can clone to.
Oh, sure. Well, I literally have 4 industrious princesses.
I just see something like that. If I have too many of something that I don't want, then I'll just clone overwrite it.
Okay.
That's,
All right. I definitely know I don't need it, so
The inoculator is handy for that.
very.
I am very happy to have that inoculator and know how it works now.
I'm kind of in a very collective mood when it comes to bees. I know I don't have many useful things, but I don't know. I
Well,
really enjoy this.
Yeah, see, I figured I would collect all of the bees as serums, ultimately, and just have a collection of serums all stored up.
Got some templates as well. Meteor effect, heroic effect, aggressive effect, beatific effect, poison effect, and effect cancellation. That's all my effects right now, as far as
Yeah, I have
serums.
I do have the effect cancellation one. Where'd it go?
I think I got that from Fruity Bees. I think they pretty much come from anything that doesn't have an effect.
Yeah, pretty much. I've also
And
got
I'm-
some fun pollination serums, too.
Oh,
The
nice.
rock pollination is going to be really handy.
For some reason, most of my bees, since I mixed them with water drones at some point, a lot of them just spread lily pads everywhere.
Nice.
If you've ever seen my house.
I don't
that's what
suppose
the
you
giant-
happen to have any pure rocky bees, do you?
Oh, probably. I mean, I've cracked a few hives recently.
I could make use of a couple of pure
Certainly.
rockies. Because they
That's-
have something I'm interested in.
Drones or princesses?
Just one breeding pair would be sufficient.
All right, I can analyze a couple and make sure that they're pure. There we go. There's one right here.
Ideally, just like pure from hive, like recent.
Oh, I know.
or
I
natural.
store them kind of separately-ish. It's kind of difficult to tell.
Because they're one of the few that happens to have cave, which would be quite handy for production bees.
Oh, to keep them indoors?
Yes.
Interesting. Would having simply a glass ceiling be enough, or not?
Well, glass should be allow view to the sky. So if you were inclined to go that route.
I've already proven that red power microblocks,
Yes, I
you
saw
can
that.
see through them. Oh, you did?
Yes, I saw that was quite brilliant. For
I
anyone
only-
for any of the very few people that are watching tonight, if they haven't seen Fwip's prank of Lesquatch, you must go see such things as these. It is hilarious.
It was only after he said, "I bet there's a Tesla coil in there," that I thought, "Wait, the Tesla coil is a block?" And I don't know. I want to get a good idea. The only problem is, it seems like the Tesla coil will kill the player who used it as well.
It can.
Whereas if I can get the Ender Bees from Hannibal and get the Ender Effect Serum, I'll be safe if I'm wearing apiarist clothes.
Yes.
It's basically a custom hazmat suit. The only problem is...
I am also
bees.
very interested in Ender Bees for a lot of the mutations.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I mean, oh, right. Gnomic bees.
Well, that, and there's actually a lot of lines that need Ender.
Really?
Yes, like...
I was not aware. Now...
We'll toss one of these out just as an example, but Platinum?
Oh, really?
Yes.
That would be phantasmagorical.
So, we might have to do a little bit of collaboration on some bee stuff here.
We might have to tie Hannibal down and take the dragon egg forcibly from him, because the queen that I gave to Lesquatch was made with a pure Ender queen and a pure Ender drone, because I didn't realize they needed the dragon egg to fertilize until it was too late, and they made a queen.
Oh, so Generic mentioned that I think. Have you seen his Edenic bees that he's got?
No, not yet.
He managed to pick up some Edenic bees, and well, not really pick up, but breed them. And the cool thing with the Edenic bees is they do have this explorer quality.
Explorer? Like
yes.
effect?
Yes, the effect is Explorer. And what that does is, it's basically, he made a bee-powered experience farm.
They create experience?
Yes. And they create ridiculous amounts of experience, as is right now.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I can see that, because if they're just in a chunk loader next to, like, a brain in a jar, you could basically...
Yeah, but the brain in the jars only hold 30 levels of experience, so that's not going to last too long.
No, but if you had, like,
that's like
a Doc M setup where you've got
that's
8
like 30.
brain in a jars...
Yeah, it takes like 30 seconds to fill that.
Oh my god.
Yes,
what would you do with all the levels?
Yeah, so... Whoops.
Vorpal swords for everybody.
One moment here. Come back here, and there you go.
Ooh, what's this?
That's your Industrious. I just made a copy of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the cool thing with this replicator here.
I thought it was completely useless. Because I was like, when would I ever want to have a copy of a serum? But...
to share.
There you go. Yes, okay.
So, that being said, if you happen to be wandering around over here, ignore the bricks in this chest, let me get that out of there because they don't belong, and you happen to notice a serum that's interesting to you, feel free to make a copy and
really
do such things.
Wonderful. Yes, I haven't actually... Let me see here.
The fast productivity is one that I will be making loads of use of.
Yes, that one in particular. I've only got normal because for some reason I've managed to breed fast out of almost all of my bees.
Yeah, I'm happy that I managed to get a hold of that one.
What is freezing effect serum?
I have no idea.
Does that mean it creates snow around the hive?
It came from the Winteries. I don't know what it does. And hello, Mike and Emmanuelson. And so far the day is going pretty well for me.
If I put them into water bees, would they freeze my lily pads?
That could be interesting.
I've already managed to create a heroic effect serum, but have yet to implement it into anything. I've heard it deals damage to hostile mobs, but I have yet to do in-field testing.
That could be interesting.
Meteor actually does rain fire from the sky, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw that one, too. Be careful where you play with that one.
Well, I suppose, yes.
don't go lighting someone's house on fire.
No, I understand the prank rules. Absolutely. How does this work? Do you just put it in the left-hand slot? Is that all, or?
Yeah, the serum that you're copying goes in the top left, and then you put an empty vial in the top right.
Oh, that's the piece I'm missing. Okay.
I just put one in there for you.
Thank you. Yes.
I have one of those project tables over there that has all the recipe for the empty vials. The project table on the wall, on the far wall.
I'm actually slightly excited. I'm a very big fan on this server of everything that's going on, and dying a lot has kind of dashed my hopes. But I recently acquired a wondrous pick that has Silk Touch, and I gained enough levels to repair my Fortune 3 pick, so I've got lots of diamonds to work with now to perhaps rebuild a lot of what I lost.
Yeah, I need to get the... Oh, your serum is done in there as well, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
It's pretty fast.
Oh,
I already put
the fast.
I put the fast back away.
Productivity, in fact.
Yeah, I put the original back away already. But
Would you like to see this cart as well?
Oh, yeah, we can actually go back over to the factory and pick up the other cart as well.
That'd be interesting.
And if you want to just put it down to look at, I have a bit of track over here.
Oh, great! Yes, I wonder if maybe you'll get an idea of what I was going with this model.
Funny looking track right now, but
I'm sure it's fine.
Let's see. So engine, a drill, rails. Ah, very nice mining cart. What?
Especially with the height controller. It can place its own tracks and go straight down to diamond level without any outside influence. The only danger is that it perhaps drills into a lava pool. But other than that, it should be fine, especially with all that storage.
So right here you can see the farming cart.
How does this work? Wait, is that the internal solar engine?
Well, it has the solar engine. The internal storage internal chest is the internal storage one.
Okay.
It's the small one.
So is this the small solar panel? Or the big one?
It's the regular middle one.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this the refined hull?
No, it's the
basic.
The medium-sized one.
Right, just like this one. Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Because there is a higher tier one that I haven't gone into.
The reinforced ones are a pain.
Hydrator.
Is that...
What does a hydrator do?
That's what waters the ground so that it doesn't dry out. But I don't have any water in it yet, so it doesn't actually do anything yet.
Oh, I've got a bucket on me. I'll just...
Well, you could stick a bucket of water in there.
Oh wow, that only filled it up.
Yeah, so what I've got a liquid loader here.
Oh.
So
interesting.
The idea here...
many lovely things.
I guess I'll just stick this chest here for the moment.
Love the look of this too.
Yeah, so what I've got right now is I've got an item unloader, and I still have to actually hook up the filters and make it exclude the seeds, because I don't want it to take I want it to leave a stack of seeds in the farmer, but it can take everything else out. The fertilizer will actually apply bone meal. So
that's what that does.
If I kept it supplied with bone meal, it would actually bone meal things, or at least it doesn't really bone meal them to grow it. It applies bone meal to the tilled land, which makes things grow faster, but it's not instant. So it's not completely overpowered that way.
Does it accept like sulfur goo instead of bone meal?
I don't know. I don't actually have any sulfur goo on me at this precise moment.
Oh, well, I know your torches pretty much generate infinite sulfur goo.
Yeah, I actually tossed all of the sulfur goo I had out.
I'm holding one of your tracks.
Oh, yeah, because I broke one to place the unloader.
What is the thing that you just placed on top of the cart?
That's a liquid loader.
Oh, okay, so that it'll load water from the top through gravity, basically.
Well, yeah, it's the unloaders have to go underneath the cart, and the loaders go up above the cart. except for the energy loaders and unloaders, which go on either side. The energy ones are different, but the liquid and item loaders go above and below. And what I need to do still is hook up a water supply to this, and what I'm thinking is... Wait, you said these Zycorium waters are basically infinite water?
Yes, if you attach them to like a valve on a tank, it'll keep the tank filled with water forever, pretty much.
Do they have to have a valve, or do they just supply water? Will they supply water to something that accepts it next to it? Do you have one?
Mostly. I could definitely make one very easily. I've got some saved up valves.
I'm just thinking that if that works, that could be a really easy way of doing this.
That's true. It would. It totally would get around the need of a, of a pump.
Well, the other way that I was thinking about doing this, which looks really cool, but is a little bit of a pain to build, is there's a water tank siding, and you can make that's part of Railcraft, that you can make a water tank basically.
Ew.
And I mean, it looks really, really cool, but
interesting.
It's just a little expensive to make.
Oh, really? And all it does is hold water?
Well, yeah, but it collects water from the environment too, so...
So it's green.
So basically you can... Let's see if this works. Nope, sulfur goo does not work as fertilizer in the
rats. That's okay, though. I mean, it's a different mod that adds sulfur goo, probably.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe?
It is a different mod, I don't know which one offhand.
Probably also Zycraft.
It comes with the sulfur torches. Whatever it is that
you add
creates
aluminum
the aluminum blocks.
Yeah, that'd be Zycraft.
Yeah, it might be then.
Okay.
But anyway.
I will definitely grab some of those Zycraft blocks.
Yeah, it's now daytime and the farming cart is doing things. It can't really do a whole lot because I only had one seed to stick in it.
Oh wow! Yeah, it's gonna farm that one seed like to hell and back.
Yeah, it'll take a while for it to get rolling here. But the cool thing is, especially once we get a water supply here, the other thing I was thinking about doing is just ghettoing up a aqueous accumulator onto it. Actually, the aqueous accumulator will collect from environment 2, won't it? Even without having water blocks next to it? I think. Huh. Let's see, where do I have one? I know where I have one.
Oh yes, the aqueous accumulator does do that quite fast, apparently.
I know what I am going to do. I don't really need this by the grinder for the moment. I can always put one back. So I'm going to borrow. Hey, I built it, I can borrow it.
Yeah, that's fine. I've never been a big fan of the aqueous accumulator.
Why not?
I tend to make them instead of glacial precipitators, then hate myself later.
Ah, yes, that would do it. See, I haven't made the glacial precipitator or whatever the hell it's called before.
It makes ice for one thing, which is pretty nice in the acclimatizer.
Yeah, I could use it for that purpose, but let's see. What did I do for ice? I did something else for ice.
Probably Silk Touch.
No, it was something kind of... Oh, this does pick up from the environment. Not very fast, but it does pick up. And it's probably going to be fast enough.
Do.
9, 10. What is... This is going down, so this should fill into here. I also need to make, or probably should make anyway, a holding track to keep the cart on the unloader and the liquid loader until it's full, but...
is that easily configured?
Oh, yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, basically the loaders have options on them that, and when the cart that's on a holding rail meets its criteria, then it will emit redstone and the track just opens up and lets it go.
Just like that, huh?
Yep, just like that.
That's awesome. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed by all these new blocks you're using that I haven't tried before.
Well, I guess the one advantage is I've been playing with Feed the Beast for quite a while, so... But, that being said, there is a ton of stuff that I have not done, so...
Hey, that's the fun of multiplayer. That's what I would say.
Seeds. There we go.
A little bit everything.
Where'd you plant? Oh. Dang thing. I gave the cart seeds, and it went over the unloader a moment later and put them in the chest. So basically, the moment that I gave it seeds to plant, it just stuffed them in the chest.
It unloads it. Yep, it does exactly what it wants. Hey, it functions. There's that.
It did what it was told to do, which was not what I intended for it to do. So let's see, how are you doing for water? You've got 218. Yeah, it's the... I think without the holding rail, the loader is not actually going to be able to get water into it. Or the loader has to get to a certain point. Yeah. The unloader actually picks up items pretty quick from the cart, and I never bothered to put a holding rail on my tracks on my Technomancer world, and it sometimes takes a few passes after it's cut down some trees to unload everything, but it does so nice at it.
Awesome.
I mean, I put had double chests on it for quite a while. I switched it to a copper chest right now just because I don't really have that much need for the wood, and it just
really?
I mean, it just piles up wood like crazy. And saplings and apples and the ones that I've got going on Technomancer are all oak trees.
Okay.
So it just, I mean, it puts them out there like nobody's business. In fact, I bet if I run over to the factory real quick, I can pick up the other cart and we can set up a quick tree farm and get that going.
We do need the wood for something, but what was it? I don't remember.
Well, right now, we are pretty well out of wood in the factory.
Interesting.
So I've got... Oh, I guess I should probably grab some saplings.
Oh, do you want me to bring over some stacks?
It really doesn't need too much to start. You know, a handful of them will seed out pretty quick. Like I said, this thing is... Especially if you bone meal one or two trees to start, it chops down all of the leaves and collects all the saplings off of it, and it is crazy efficient. Let's see. We'll do... Here will work. Yeah, I mean, it's like... Well, you'll see here in a minute.
Where did I?
I'm not even going to make this one super huge either. I'm just going to make a relatively small circuit for it.
There we are. Boots of the Traveler. Well, I'll hang on to those.
Let's see, unloader here. Put that on top. No, we don't need rail down there. We will want this. I don't have a need for it quite yet, but I will want it later.
I have so many weird items right now.
Perfect.
Stained glass.
No, no.
Unique wood. If you need any materials, just let me know. But I'm in dire need.
Oh, actually, what's a really cool color of wood that works the same as all the regular wood?
Well, they all pretty much work the same as regular wood, I believe. I mean, I think. I mean, unless you want to turn them into planks or stairs. Haven't tried that yet.
I
I
think
know you
most
can
of them
turn
have
them into...
stairs. I think most have the stairs recipe and planks and all of those, but I'm not sure if all of them.
I know
actually,
they
I
all
think
have a
of them do.
fence recipe.
Pick a cool one and bring one of those over, because we'll...
Stack it or so.
Well, actually, just like 5 or 6 is plenty, really.
Really?
I mean,
5 or 6 logs?
No, saplings.
Oh, saplings, right, okay. What color would you like?
I don't know, what's...
Green?
What's an unusual color that looks cool?
Well, I've got a nice wood wall, if last time you noticed, in my bee room, just to remind myself.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty cool.
Light gray is pretty interesting.
Sure, do that.
Or... Oh wait, great wood. No, you can't use great wood.
Yeah, it has to be something that will grow.
Greatwood trees are massive.
Well, it will cut down that size of tree, but it's...
Really? They're like...
It won't plant a 4x4 section, or 2x2 rather.
I gotta go with this one, maybe.
Here's me being BOO and calling them 4x4 trees.
Oh, I hear that a lot at work. Extra large 4x4. Alright, let's see here. Teak, teak, teak. Yes, does it matter if it's a hybrid or not? Probably not.
Shouldn't.
Yeah, they're all pretty much the same. Any saplings?
My farming cart is going backwards right now.
Is it
that
supposed
changed. It's just it had it looking like it was driving in reverse.
Okay, so you are at the main factory right now, are you?
I'm on the hill by it.
Okay, awesome. This is going to be the same wood that I used to build that sign out of.
Cart. What did I do with the cart? Did I put the cart in here? Oh, wait.
I know, I don't have
it. Right there. Never mind. I was looking for the cart that's sitting on the track. I'm like, I can play this game.
Everybody makes mistakes every once in a while. Sometimes repetitively.
I'm sitting here looking through my inventory, trying to find the cart that's sitting on the rail, 10 blocks away from me.
Probably to much dismay of your viewers.
Oh, probably. That's the way it goes sometimes.
Remember, just because it's live doesn't mean he can hear your screams. Okay, so where should I put the saplings? What in the world is this cart?
This is the logging cart. So if you put them in the wood, if you put them in the woodcutter section, not in the engine section. I hope you had more than one, because
yeah, I have 3. Or now I have 2.
Stick them in the woodcutter block section. You have to actually manually put them there, because
for some reason they're not going in.
Apparently, this cart doesn't understand that kind.
Maybe it's because it's a hybrid. Maybe I'll grab.
Here,
I'll just grab a bunch of stuff, like maybe those dark green things.
I'll try planting these in the mix.
These are from the forestry mod, so maybe...
Yeah, it might not know them. I don't know. I haven't actually given it the cart fuel, except for the accidental saplings that have ended up going into its fuel.
Yes, it immediately burned it up instantly.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like saplings are good fuel.
No, they're very bad fuel. Coal is okay.
Shouldn't take long.
On my Technomancer world, I put a solar engine on it, and I find that is not very effective with the tree carts anymore. Because they spend...
Solar?
Yeah, the solar engines. They spend so much of their time under the canopy, cutting the canopy away, that they run out of fuel and have to burn coal anyway.
Interesting.
So it's just kind of pointless, so I just didn't bother putting a solar engine on this one.
I'll have to bring a bunch of saplings over and see if it'll accept anything from the forestry.
I've got a couple of them around here. I'm going to put a birch and an oak sapling in it. Hopefully.
Maybe it just doesn't like analyze saplings. That could be another possibility.
Possibly. That would seem to be weird, but
Maybe a little reasonable. The best way to check that out would be grab like 3 regular oak saplings, but ones that have been analyzed, and try putting those. That could be cool. Okay, I'll bring those over. Regular teak saplings. There we go.
oops.
And I'm not going to bring walnut. Those are, 4x4 trees.
The 2x2.
Oh, yeah. Well, 4 thick trunks.
Yes, I know. I know exactly what you mean. I do the same thing. I'm just waiting for Ethan to build us a 4x4 tree.
Oh, no.
That was hilarious.
Oh, it was. I remember that now. Oh, my God. Oh, I don't want that to happen.
Oh, that was that was so hilarious. Okay, let's give this 1.
It was a really good concept. I think that's the best thing.
Oh.
Pranks have to have good concepts behind them to be extremely effective.
Interesting.
Although, hey,
this cart can't even chop down the custom tree.
really?
Yeah. It just completely ignores them.
Because it doesn't understand it, probably.
Yeah, it's not in the block IDs that it knows.
That would make a bit of sense. They are very unique.
Oh well.
Well, I'm gonna bring these things over anyway to test it out.
So I've got a couple of trees or a couple saplings that I put in it, so they'll start doing things.
Yeah.
What I plan to do with this, and I don't have the time really to do it tonight, and hi Tristan and everyone else. Sorry, I can't come up with a good pronunciation for the other person that was commenting, but we're doing well, and stream-wise, just about done.
No, it doesn't like anything that's been analyzed. Funny. So, if I even put down an apple oak, which is, not that different from a regular one, or a balsa, which is not analyzed at all, unknown as far as it knows, doesn't like it. Wow.
Yeah.
Intense.
I got 5 saplings out of this tree.
Yeah, they're great for tree breeding.
5 teak saplings.
God, like that wood. I love it. It's very industrial-ish, gray. I'm a gray fan.
I can do some interesting things with that.
And this balsa is very similar to it too.
What tree? Oh, you're planting them on the outside. Since they don't know how to deal with those, I'm gonna move these out over here.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Sure. I'll put one over here just so you can see what this looks like.
Because otherwise, it's gonna stop up the cart here and confuse it.
It'll just make space that it will act as if it wasn't a wood block, probably.
Coal?
I mean, it won't stop the
coal
cart,
is
but
fine.
it won't cut it down either.
Yeah, you see the how quickly it chopped that tree down? Only got 1 sapling off of it though.
It's quite the speedy cart. Now this is coal engine fueled.
Yeah.
Dominant. Okay.
Now, what I'm planning on doing with it, since it's going to produce so much, so many saplings and so much wood.
Will the farming cart grow the trees?
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm thinking logically, if you had the farming cart grow them, and the cutter cart cut them, and the loader cart load the wood into the fuel gauge, technically 2 of these carts could run the farm by themselves.
Well, so what I'm thinking about doing over here is setting up once this actually gets all the trees where they're all grown, because that'll keep that cart so busy. And what I'll do is I'll set up the loaders and unloaders so that they will let's see, I can do this. I'll set it up so that the system will automatically keep a stack of charcoal in the loader, and anytime that's less than full, then it will move more charcoal up to it, and that will keep the cart filled with charcoal to keep it running, and automatically cook wood into charcoal and keep that whole cycle going. It will produce way more wood than it will need to keep that going. So, quite effective. And then the only thing I need over on this side is to get the... I just need to get that rail set up so that it will hold the cart there and load water into it.
Oh, okay.
The aqueous accumulator is... it's doing okay. I might actually see about putting a bucket of water on top of it. Encased in glass, maybe? That could be interesting. Woo! Oh, that's because that's all the dirt that I had on my inventory. Let me check this first. Nope, no dirt in that. I know what I'm doing. I just don't know how to do it.
Oh, there goes the farming cart.
Yep, it now has daytime powers.
It also needs more saplings from the looks of things.
More seeds.
Yeah. I should have brought some. I've got a ton of seeds.
Well,
but it is very cool looking.
It will eventually pick up enough, so I'm not too worried about it being instant. That should... Does this actually take an infinite water source to actually make it load water faster?
I really don't know.
Because it doesn't seem to be any faster yet.
Maybe it just needs... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe you need to set that to an input on the instead of an output.
Yeah, there's no options for that. It's just...
Oh.
They're all...
Disable the redstone control, maybe? Is that... No?
No, that just stops it from outputting. Anyway. And thanks for checking everything out, Mr. Charcoal. Welcome. I think the main problem is that the cart's going under there too quickly to pick up water, but I'll work on that later.
Actually getting any.
Yeah,
Water is 0 out of 4. I'll watch it. I'm going to watch it as soon as it goes around.
Yeah, it's not picking anything up because I'm watching the loader, and the loader's not going down at all.
0 out of 4,000. No.
But that's okay. I'll fix it.
Maybe it only picks up water once the loader reaches a certain amount.
It's possible. I think the main thing is it just needs to actually be held under the loader to fill it.
Oh, that too. Yeah, maybe it does just need a holding track. At the same time, we have so few seeds that this whole thing is just...
Well, yeah, that doesn't help, but if it was filled with water, then it would keep all this wet so that it would at least be able to plant wherever it does things, but regardless, it's cool looking, so...
Very.
And once it gets going, then...
Still need to find out how BTC made the mechanical pig cart.
And as for Tommy, this is actually being broadcast on Twitch as well, and it's actually being recorded on YouTube as well, so it will be available on my channel probably about 2 hours or so from now, depending on how long it takes for YouTube to actually process and add it to the channel. So you'll be able to watch as much as you like and enjoy.
And skip ahead for the parts that you don't.
Yeah, and yeah,
always a plus.
That too. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for tonight on the stream, and I need to come up with something to record for an episode. Maybe it will be recording an episode of fixing some of the stuff that we've done tonight. Could happen.
Very interesting.
Might happen. We'll see. Regardless, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Have a good night. Awesome.
I better do